Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Marketing Mondays. For this first episode, I thought we would kick it off with a question we get asked a lot here by our clients at Emirates Graphic, and that's what is the difference between outbound and inbound marketing? Because we hear these terms get thrown around a lot these days, but for somebody who's not deep into marketing, you might not necessarily understand what they are. And let me just give you guys a quick explanation. When you think of outbound marketing, this is also something marketers call traditional marketing. So it's things that you would typically, you would have seen companies do 20, 30, 40 years ago, and it may have been effective back then. So it's stuff like TV ads, radio ads, email blasts, cold calling, print ads, and putting up billboards. Essentially what you're doing is, it's kind of like spray and pray. You're shooting at everything you see, and hopefully you hit somebody that's interested in somebody that wants your product. But it's not very targeted, and it's very intrusive and interruptive. So, with TV ads, it pops up in the middle of your TV show and it interrupts your watching experience. With cold calling, you get an unsolicited call in the middle of the day, and it just completely knocks you out of your stride, and it's interruptive. People don't like it these days. People don't respond to it very well, and people are finding all more and more ways to sort of get away from these outbound marketing techniques and not be affected. On the other hand, what's emerging right now and what's becoming more popular and much more effective is what we call inbound marketing. The difference between inbound and outbound marketing is that inbound marketing essentially pulls people in because you're providing them with something that they want and something that they need and something that they're interested in. So typical inbound marketing strategies would be, for example, content marketing strategy. So creating something interesting for your audience. Let's say an informative blog post. Let's say an interesting article that teaches them how to do something they might want to learn how to do. Even this video where I'm explaining the difference between inbound and outbound marketing is technically an inbound marketing technique, because if you guys look up what the difference is, you ask yourself that question, you look it up on the internet, and you land on this video. I'm helping you guys out, but at the same time, you're learning who I am and what I do. Media is a very strong inbound marketing technique because you get people interested in your content, you get them to interact with your brand, and then you get them in and they might end up buying your products or signing up for your services or whatever it is you do. Same thing with SEO, it's getting up there so that when people search for something, you're the one that's found, you're the answer to their question. Typically, inbound marketing really takes place on the internet and has been enabled through the increased availability and usage of the internet. So it's something that's very much to be focused on going forward into the further into the 21st century. I really think it's time for marketers to stop focusing on outbound marketing. Drop it to like maybe 10-20% of your marketing efforts and put the bulk of your efforts onto inbound marketing in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.